Close your eyes for a moment, and picture this. You're standing in the middle of a storm, wind screaming, rain soaking through your clothes, your knees bruised from falling again and again. You look around, searching for a way out, but there's no shelter in sight. Just you, and the storm. Now imagine, what if I told you the storm wasn't there to break you, but to build you? What if every ounce of pain you've ever felt, every heartbreak, failure, betrayal, or sleepless night, was actually raw fuel, waiting to be turned into power? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Not with cliches or empty motivation, but with real, daily practices that can turn your deepest pain into your greatest strength. Because the truth is, the storm isn't the enemy. It's your awakening. Stick with me, this might just change the way you see your struggle, forever. Pain is an inescapable part of life. Whether physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual, we all encounter it in one form or another. And while our instinct might be to avoid it, suppress it, or numb it, pain carries within it the potential for transformation. If approached with the right mindset and strategies, pain can become a powerful tool for growth, strength, and purpose. This video explores how to turn pain into power every single day, not just in crisis, but as a daily discipline and way of life. 1. Reframe the narrative. See pain as a teacher. One of the first steps in transforming pain into power is to change the way we view pain itself. Most of us are taught to see pain as a problem, something to eliminate. But what if we saw it as feedback? As guidance? As a teacher? Reframing the narrative means recognizing that pain is often a signal that something matters. It shows up when something we care about is threatened or lost, when we're growing beyond our current limits, or when we're being called to pay attention. By asking, "What is this pain trying to teach me?" we turn a passive experience into an active opportunity for learning. For example, heartbreak may teach us about our capacity to love deeply, burnout might reveal our boundaries, and physical pain may encourage us to slow down and care for ourselves. Reframing doesn't mean romanticizing pain, it means respecting it. 2. Anchor into purpose. Let pain fuel your mission. When pain is left without direction, it can fester and consume us. But when channeled into purpose, it becomes fuel. Some of the most powerful individuals in history, Nelson Mandela, Viktor Frankl, and Malala Yousafzai, used their suffering to propel them toward a higher mission. To do this yourself, begin by asking, "What breaks my heart? What injustice or challenge have I experienced that others are also facing? How can I use my experience to help someone else?" Purpose turns pain into power by giving it context and aim. For example, someone who grew up in poverty might dedicate their life to financial education. A person who survived abuse may become an advocate for healing and safety. Purpose doesn't erase pain, but it makes it meaningful. 3. Develop emotional agility. Feel fully, then move forward. Many people either suppress their emotions or become overwhelmed by them. Neither leads to empowerment. Emotional agility is the ability to recognize, feel, and process emotions without being ruled by them. Daily practices for developing emotional agility include naming the feeling. Research shows that labeling emotions reduces their intensity. Say, "I feel anxious," or "This is sadness." Practicing mindfulness. Observe your emotions like clouds passing through the sky. They are not you, they are experiences. Writing it out. Journaling helps externalize internal chaos. It can transform spiraling thoughts into structured insights. By facing emotions instead of fleeing them, we learn that we can survive and even grow from them. Strength isn't the absence of feeling, it's the ability to feel and keep going. 4. Create micro-rituals of resilience. Transformation doesn't only happen in big moments. It's built in the small, daily decisions we make. Turning pain into power requires consistency, and that's where micro-rituals come in. These are small, intentional practices that help you reconnect with strength each day. Morning intention setting. Start each day by choosing how you want to respond to challenges. Example, today, I will meet discomfort with curiosity. Movement, physical activity releases endorphins and reminds you of your capacity to act. Even 10 minutes of stretching or walking can shift your energy. Gratitude practice, acknowledging what you still have, even in pain, builds a mindset of abundance. List 3 things you're thankful for daily. Cold showers or discomfort training, voluntarily exposing yourself to manageable stress can build your tolerance for life's bigger stressors. These rituals help build an identity rooted in resilience. You begin to see yourself not as a victim of circumstances, but as someone capable of responding with power. 5. Find your tribe, healing in community. Pain often isolates us, but power multiplies in a community. Being seen, heard, and supported by others who understand your experience is a form of medicine. If you're going through something difficult, seek out people who've walked a similar path or who hold space for healing. This could be a support group, a mentor or coach, a therapist or counselor, a trusted friend who listens without judgment. Conversely, avoid relationships that perpetuate your pain, those that dismiss, gaslight, or invalidate you. Community should nourish, not drain. Helping others also amplifies healing. When you reach out with empathy, you strengthen your own capacity to recover. Your pain, once processed, becomes wisdom that can light the way for others. 6. Alchemize adversity, turn setbacks into stories of strength. Every painful event you survive adds a chapter to your story. But you get to decide what story you tell. Do you narrate yourself as a helpless victim, or a courageous survivor? Alchemizing adversity means transforming the raw experience into something beautiful or useful. This could be writing a blog post or a book, creating art or music, building a business or nonprofit inspired by your journey, sharing your testimony with others. The power of story is immense. By owning your narrative, you take control. You're not erasing the pain, but you're defining its place in your life. It's no longer just a wound, it's a source of wisdom, empathy, and strength. 7. Take radical responsibility, own your healing. One of the most empowering decisions you can make is to take full responsibility for your healing. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for what happened. It means recognizing that your healing is your right and your responsibility. Waiting for someone else to fix you, apologize, or make things right gives away your power. Instead, focus on what you can control, your thoughts, habits, and responses. Invest in your growth through therapy, education, spiritual practices, or self-care. Set boundaries, protect your energy and peace. Radical responsibility doesn't always feel good in the moment, but over time, it builds unshakable confidence. You realize that no matter what happens, you can choose your response, and that is true power. 8. Transcend the ego, connect to something bigger. Sometimes the most profound healing comes not from fixing ourselves, but from remembering we are part of something larger. Pain often shrinks our world. We turn inward, ruminate, and feel disconnected. But transcendence is available, even in pain. This might look like spiritual practice, prayer, meditation, or contemplation can remind you of your place in the universe. Nature, spending time in the natural world offers perspective and calm. Service, helping others in pain can lift you out of your own suffering. Transcendence doesn't mean denial. It means seeing your story within a greater story, one where pain and beauty coexist, and where meaning can be found even in the hardest seasons. 9. Use pain as creative fuel. Great art, innovation, and breakthroughs often emerge from struggle. When you're in pain, your perception sharpens, your emotions deepen, and your sense of urgency increases. These are also the ingredients of powerful creativity. Use your pain to write poetry, prose, or even private journaling. Make music, channel emotions into melody. Build something, create a product, platform, or movement inspired by your journey. Invent, solve a problem that once hurt you. This is where pain becomes productive. It doesn't just linger, it catalyzes. Some of the world's most compelling creators and thinkers built their legacy from wounds turned into wisdom. 10. Practice daily courage. Turning pain into power isn't a one-time act. It's a daily practice of courage. Courage doesn't always roar, it often whispers, "Try again tomorrow." Each time you choose to face rather than flee your pain, you strengthen your power. Daily courage looks like speaking your truth, even when your voice shakes. Saying no when it's easier to say yes. Getting out of bed on a hard day. Asking for help when pride says suffer silently. Believing in your future, even when you feel stuck. These small acts of bravery accumulate. Over time, they become the foundation of your empowered self. The truth is, you don't need to get power from anywhere. It's already within you. Pain simply uncovers it. Every scar is evidence not just of suffering, but of survival. And within every day, no matter how dark, there's a choice you can make to lean into the power of that truth. Turn pain into power not by avoiding it, but by embracing its lessons, channeling its energy, and allowing it to refine who you are. It's not easy, but it's real. And it's worth it. You are more powerful than you know. Let your pain remind you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.